Hi, this is Beebee. I'm playing with my dog Ruby. We're on like hour 3 because I can't find a good place to pause.
Good morning, Joyce.
Rachel.
Good morning, Joyce
I
Rooney.
mean, Max. Oh,
See,
you startled me.
that
You
theory
fit those
does hold
clothes
some
well.
potential water.
Thank God you're not a
That
hellraiser
you
like
and
her or Chloe. Now tell me
Rachel are the
exactly
same
what you
person.
want to chow on.
And I think it could be a fun twist, but I'm also glad it didn't go that way. There's no point in breakfast if it's not pure sugar dessert.
Famous pancakes.
I
Put some
thought you would've
Nutella
missed
on it,
those.
some powdered sugar.
Ah, you ate
You're
more
basically
than William.
eating ice
And
cream.
he loved them.
I remember. We would race each other to grab them from a stack.
So this
That's
time,
sweet.
you can help me with
She had
the
a closer
ingredients.
relationship with
I need you to grab me the eggs and milk.
Chloe's parents than her own, it feels
Eggs and milk?
like.
No problemo.
So we got the eggs.
The eggs
Yeet.
always come first, as Joyce used to say.
Milk, for some reason, is not in the fridge.
I
Yeah.
love that they still have the same refrigerator.
Which I don't understand. They're not European. What was I looking for? There it is.
Now for the mother's milk.
Was there another thing she needed, or was that it? We'll give these to her and then see what else she says.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, that was it.
After all these years and everything that's happened, it's great to see you and Chloe together again. She hasn't had a good friend since
Yeah, you and
or
me
Rachel.
both.
Oh, those clothes remind me so much of her. Such a sweet girl.
That's good to know. I feel so
Must
bad
hoping
for
she's
Rachel.
living large in L.A.
I'd love to think
Like,
that
that's
too, Joyce,
genuinely
but
a loss.
We're on the same page, Max. I keep hoping that Rachel will show
She
up
seemed to
or
have
even
touched
send
everybody
a
in a
message
positive
to Chloe
way.
from Hollywood. Or wherever she is.
Joyce has compassion. She deliberately chooses to ignore things, but she tries, I think. Although maybe I'm just forgiving of her because I kind of have a little bit of a crush on her. As I mentioned, I had this hilarious discussion with this girl who I was like aiming to date, but then we ended up just being friends, which was fine. But we were talking about The Office. And she was like, "Oh, you watch The Office?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "But I have a really hard time because I hate Michael Scott so freaking much that like I just like can't even stomach the first season because I hate him so much." And she was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, he's just really freaking mean. He's just mean to everybody." And she was like, "Oh, okay, so who's your favorite character?" And then I was like, "Angela." Who is by far the meanest character on this show. I'm sorry, okay? I'm too gay to function. Alright. I don't know. This is a lot of questions. Was Rachel in trouble?
I hate to even think this, much less say it out loud, but
Oh, okay,
I
we're
think
saying
Rachel
she's in
is
trouble.
serious trouble.
I know. I watch those awful true crime
I know, I
shows,
listen
and
to
it
true
makes
crime
me
podcasts,
ill if I think about
and
Rachel
they're
ending up on
interesting,
one.
but they also make you just have
So
no
I
faith in
don't
absolutely
think
anybody
too
ever.
much.
I see why
and make
Chloe
you
is so obsessed
terrified.
with finding her.
Max Caulfield, are you actually jealous of Rachel?
Yes.
Maybe.
I hate this girl.
Rachel was
She was
so
better
much
than me in
older than
every
me.
way.
You think? Then why has Chloe been telling me she wishes she could be more like you over the past 5 years?
Aww,
Doubt it.
that's sweet.
Did she really?
Yeah, when you're 18, you're
5 years
basically an
ago
entirely
feels like
different person than you
1,000
were when you
now.
were 13.
And that makes me, what, a century old? You're
Yeah.
only 18, Max. Oh, youth. If only I could go back.
It's not all
Trade
that,
you.
Joyce.
Voila, a breakfast fit for us queens. And a king. Go sit at the
Don't
table.
remind me. I'm sorry about the screen tearing. I think I've said it before, but whatevs. Let's have a sit. My dog is asking to go out now, and she does this by sitting directly on my shoulder and putting her nose on my face.
I guess nobody waters the plant here.
Yeah, you should help
Thank
them
you
out,
so
maybe.
much, Joyce. I'm never leaving this table.
Good. You
I
can
feel
come.
bad for Joyce, and I think her family just takes it for granted
Now that's
that
what
she
I call
makes
pancakes.
fucking pancakes for people all day. come home and ask her to make you fucking pancakes at home. You do it. Christ, I mean, make her come home and do more work? Thanks. Like, I think she enjoys it. I think she gets that same kick that I do of, like, feeding people you care about and, like, taking care of them. Like, I get that, but still, contribute. Is there anything I can do, or do we just have to wait? I think we just have to wait. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. I think I have allergies.
Seeing you again, made me remember so much.
I hate looking through photo albums. They always make me cry.
My favorite photographer
nostalgia is not an emotion I'm particularly fond of. I say as I play my favorite video game from like 3 years ago, but still.
She's not great at showing it.
Nostalgia, if I think about it too hard, stresses me out.
I don't think I can rock this outfit like right
I don't know why.
You have your own cool style.
I think it has to do with the fear that things will never be as good as I remember.
I totally remember that day.
Or that I have messed things up since then.
I'm glad.
And that I miss everybody.
His instant camera.
Because things will never be the same, you know what I mean? So nostalgia is not generally a positive emotion for me.
He had his car out right after this.
Yeah, like literally right after. In fact, I'm not sure I would have that photo developed, you know, knowing that literally 10 minutes afterwards your husband died.
I didn't show you this to be morbid. In fact, I want you to have this. This was when my baby was so full of life.
Joyce, I don't mean to be rude. Where the fuck are you from with that accent?
She's not today. And this was the last time I ever saw Chloe.
Yeah, you'd never actually saw Chloe truly happy because you were the one who was at the grocery store at the time.
Did you guys have a bonding session about how fucked up I am?
Yeah, but we do it because we love you.
Chloe, please. It's too early to
It's not always about you, says Max, who literally is always about Chloe.
You go peek in the garage.
Now stop whispering.
This is true. This is such a teenage move and totally a real thing to do.
Jeez, I can't
Picking
do
a fight just to be distracting and like for no reason. But I feel kind of bad because negative emotions stress me out so very much, and I hate being in the middle of an argument, even a fake one. Like, this gives me acid reflux.
Just listen to yourself.
Nobody else does.
Go, Max, go.
I do need to get into David's computer. He's gotta be hiding shit. I bet David has all of his surveillance secrets in his laptop.
Let's go with that.
No shit, it needs a password.
Don't.
How about step-douche?
Don't waste a password, Max.
I need more clues.
Let's rewind so that you didn't waste that attempt, Max. Don't you know how computers work? Okay. I don't remember. I think the password is randomized.
Maybe I could try stepdad for the password.
I think it generally or almost always has to do with one of the family-related passwords that you pick up.
Nothing to see here.
But I never actually stopped to watch other people play and figure out if that's true. Or even if it... I know it doesn't stay the same every time you play. Or at least I don't think it does. But, as I mentioned, it's been a really long time.
Heavy-duty military.
So the password on this padlock is 7171.
It might be a useful password.
Which will come up later when you need to take the padlock off of it in the last episode.
I could try the license number for the password.
Why would you ever have your gun license number as your computer password? Do people do that? Do they put their driver's license number
ID number might work
as like their phone? Not their phone. Their computer lock? Like, that's weird.
There's no way Chloe could put that gun back now.
Wait. Oh, put the gun back, not get the gun back. Okay, I was like, when did she return it? Okay. What have we got? We got a book.
Looks like David has read this a lot. What
Yeah.
did you learn?
I think this guy needs some PTSD counseling. That would be nice. That would be nice if we could give veterans, like,
David
the mental health support that they need.
Since 2000.
That would be great. That would be great in preventing the cycle of violence and homelessness
Obviously, David's
and
parents care about him.
suicide and
That date might be a good
abuse. But whatever.
Can't picture David driving Joyce around with
What
this
do
in
I
the car.
know? We got a bag.
That's cute. Could be a password here.
Okay. We got a knife.
Even David
Keep it.
Madsen might be an angel to somebody else.
Just kidding. He'd probably
Now the
notice
car
that
looks
one.
ready to roll.
Okay,
This is a
so
better
did you see
hobby
that
for David than some
Florida
villains.
license plate? I don't expect that they're actually this detailed and clever, but they might be. Is the implication then that Joyce with her accent?
That might be a useful password.
The implication is that Joyce with her accent is from Florida, and that's why they have that. That could be interesting. I'll accept that as a theory. Let's work with that. Because she's clearly not from Oregon. So let's do family, let's do...
Magic 8 Ball says no.
Okay.
Score.
Okay, maybe it is
Max
always
the
that
Hacker
one.
strikes
I don't
again.
know.
Whoa. Spoiler alert.
It's always in the
Rachel
family section
definitely
because you're
hooked up
supposed to
with
be like...
Frank. Why does David care?
That's an excellent point. The implication, right, is that his password is always under the family
Instead
heading.
of stalking Kate, David could have helped her.
I agree, Max. Absolutely. People who are mentally ill don't need to be persecuted and stigmatized and locked up for being sick. They need help. But anyway, so his password's under the
This is
family heading,
so
so he's a nice
wrong.
guy.
Creepy.
Right, is the
bastard.
implication. And you're supposed to be like, "Aw, like, he loves his family."
I better tell Chloe about this now.
I'm just gonna rewind that so that I
It's
never
just
got on
one
his
more thing to
computer,
make her
even though it doesn't
sad.
matter.
And
Like, I could not, like, it, whatever lies he tells himself are the motivation for his behavior. The fact still stands that he's a dick who hits his stepdaughter. So fuck him. Don't you feel guilty about upsetting your mother, like, at all? Like, Joyce is not perfect, but I don't know. I feel like there was a more peaceful solution. Ugh. Okay, so he was out all night.
David, you back already?
I have to take a
maybe he
nap after
wasn't.
writing up vandalism reports last night.
I don't know what his schedule is.
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke into the swimming pool.
That's me. I'm a
This is
shit
what
ass.
happens at these PC bullshit colleges.
Better than a
Entitled
pissant.
students taking over the campus.
Do you know for sure it was Blackwell students?
Who else would
Of
do
people I want breaking
I'm
into
gonna
my high
bust
school, I would rather it be the students of the high school than, like, somebody else.
it? Figures you'd be here. Is that your Rachel
Why you gotta
Amber
come at
Halloween
me all
costume?
hot like
You
that?
know more about her than me.
I don't...
No. You and Chloe think you know more
Jeez.
than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Leave Max alone, David. Stop.
I haven't even fucked up your life as
students.
much as
He
I did the
threatens
first
them
time I
with
played this
surveillance
game.
cameras, so
The
he can
first
spy
time I
on
played this
everybody.
game, I
Like he
was
spies
up
on
his
all of
ass.
us
I
here.
hated him so much.
Don't
I still do.
start, Chloe.
But he's not my
Not
priority
now.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right?
Oh,
You're a total
God.
paranoid, David.
This
Not
game is starting
now,
to drag
Chloe.
and tear.
You
It's
used to call me a
terrible.
loser for getting kicked out of
Probably
Blackwell.
'cause I've been playing
so
it for
who's the
3
loser
hours.
Now, David? Who haven't you accused or harassed? Between
Yeah,
your
thank you,
investigations
Chloe.
into Rachel and Kate, what have you done besides get in trouble?